my head is full of everybody else's stories, so hopefully mine will fall out here in a minute. It was a dark and stormy night. No, really, it was a dark and stormy night, and the cows were out. And I knew the cows were out because I heard my dad's footsteps coming up the stairs to the attic bedroom I shared with my siblings. He'd come in the room and he'd turn on the overhead light. Let's go, everybody up. Cows are out. Feet on the floor, let's go. Feet on the floor, feet on the floor. See, he knew if our feet were not on the floor when he left the room, we were going to roll over and go right back to sleep. So we'd pull on our Tuscans jeans and our Ked sneakers, and down the stairs we'd go. And we knew where the cows were. They were on Orchard Hill Road. And Orchard Hill Road was one of the many subdivisions popping up all around the central Connecticut dairy farm where my family had milked cows for the past 100 years or more. And these little raised ranches and small capes, they all sat on patches of well-tended, over-fertilized, lush, green grass. And the cows knew it. So on rainy nights, the electric fence would short out and they would make a break for it. And either the police or an irate neighbor would call, and my dad would wake us 5 kids up, and off we'd go into the night. And we knew the drill. We'd find these cows in some backyard, and they would see us, and they would take off. And you know, if you look at the architecture of a dairy cow, you wouldn't think she could move very fast. I'm here to tell you that she can. And they would take off, and we would spread out and execute a running flanking maneuver to get out ahead of the lead cow. And we'd be running through these backyards around patio furniture and swing sets, and dogs are barking, and lights are coming on, and trash cans are getting tipped over. It's like some cheesy 70s cop show or something. Eventually, we get the cows turned around and headed back towards the barn. But this night was different. This night, we came up the hill, and there was a police car on the road, blue lights flashing off the wet pavement, and off to the side of the road was a Pontiac Firebird with a crumpled front end. And behind that Firebird was a dude with a wallet chain and a mullet and a Leonard Skinner t-shirt. And he was having a really hard time finding his nose with his fingers. And all the while, I imagine he's trying to figure out just how it is that his Jack Daniels-induced hallucination turned out to be instead a real live 1,500-pound red and white Hereford bull. And we come up, and there's the bull laying on his side, legs out, right across the middle of the road, right across the double yellow line. And my dad does a quick circuit around the bull. There's no blood, there's no obvious broken bones. But he's not moving. He's breathing, but he's breathing heavy and slow. His eyes are rolled back in his head, and there's snot blowing out of his nose. While one of the cops is over there with mullet head, who's trying to balance on one foot. The other cop, the young guy, he looks maybe to be 12 years old, fresh out of the academy, comes up to my dad. Sir, is this your animal, sir? Sir, are we gonna have to euthanize this animal, sir? Sir, am I gonna have to shoot this animal? Sir. So while my dad tries to explain to this guy, if he shoots the bull, we're gonna have a hell of a time getting him out of the middle of the road. Us kids, we're over there trying to get the bull up, because we understand that if Officer Peach Fuzz over here doesn't calm down, we're not getting back to our warm, dry beds anytime soon. So we're over there, and we're kicking him, and we're poking him, and we're all on one side, and we're trying to roll him over. We're not getting anywhere, you know? Each one of us is lucky if we weigh 100 pounds soaking wet. And we were soaking wet. Sir, step back, sir. Sir, I'm going to have to shoot this animal. Sir. Finally, my dad had had enough. And he told Officer Obie there to get back in his car. And he goes over to the bull, and he gets right down in the bull's ear. And this is a family event, so I'm going to have to bleep out most of this. But he gets right down in the bull's ear. All right, you bleepity bleep, 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 and get your bleep, bleep, bleep off this bleepity bleeping street before this bleep, bleep, bleeping idiot shoots you. And the bull rolled over onto his chest. And he got up on his front knees. And then he got his back legs up under him. And he got his front legs up under him. He stood there for a minute. And he let out one big snort. And he calmly walked off home and put himself right back in the pasture. And I don't remember this bull's name before that night. But after that night, we called him Whiplash Willy. And Willy, poor Willy, he never got out again.